Shout out to Turk. Little, you're not even here, but somehow you're still part of the chaos. What? Nah, go find something safer to mess with. On October 25th, 2025, Birdman didn't just take a loss at that versus showdown, he lost control of the narrative. The moment spiraled fast. He tried shouting out Turk, but the crowd wasn't buying it. Bro, he's not even here. And just like that, the internet erupted. That night cracked everything wide open. Old grudges resurfaced, long-buried cash money secrets spilled into the spotlight. And decades of whispered rumors suddenly felt real. Inside ComplexCon started as friendly competition flipped into a live public meltdown. Picture this. One of hip-hop's most powerful architects, a man who built careers and shaped an entire generation, suddenly looking cornered by his own emotions. Cameras flashing, fans recording, the energy shifting. And then someone said the wrong thing at exactly the wrong time. Everything collapsed instantly. Money ain't ever dying. As long as I'm breathing, cash money ain't dying, Birdman shouted, his voice cutting through the noise. He name-dropped NBA youngboy, doubled down on loyalty, drew lines in the sand. If you weren't with him, you were against him. That night, the streets watched history clash in real time. Cash Money Records versus No Limit Records. The legendary Southern Showdown everyone had waited decades to see. The first versus battle in years. Expectations were sky high, but instead of a victory lap, it became a cultural earthquake. What was meant to celebrate two empires turned into chaos, speculation, and viral breakdowns. Immediately after the show ended, disturbing clips started leaking. Footage from inside his own circle showed Birdman unraveling, snapping, distracted, emotionally raw. After decades of wins, money, and influence, the image started cracking. And for the first time, it looked like the empire might not be untouchable. To understand how heavy this moment was, you have to understand Versus. Created by Swizz Beatz and Timbaland during lockdown, it became a global battleground for legends. Hit for hit. Legacy versus legacy. The internet judged. This wasn't just another matchup. This was two titans colliding. Cash Money, built by Birdman and Slim, versus No Limit, built by Master P. Same city, same hustle. Completely different empires. And on this night, pride, history, and reputations were all on the line. What happened next wasn't just messy, it was unsettling. The story took a darker, more disturbing turn that forced people to question who Birdman really was behind the empire. The tension surrounding him had been building for years. The Versus meltdown and the Kenny Brooks moment weren't random cracks. They were symptoms of something much deeper. Birdman's rise had always walked hand in hand with controversy. But now that shadow was stretching longer than ever. Then December 2025 hit, and another bomb dropped. A mysterious video surfaced, grainy, emotional, and deeply uncomfortable. In the clip, Birdman appeared in a tense exchange with an unnamed artist labeled NB. No one knew when it was filmed or what led up to it. But the internet went into full detective mode. People called the interaction controlling, intense, even disturbing. Others said it exposed what artists had whispered about for years, that Birdman's mentorship came with a heavy grip. Some defended him, claiming it was family business taken out of context. But the question echoed louder than ever. Who is the real Birdman? To understand why this hit so hard, you have to go back to Lil Wayne. Born Dwayne Michael Carter Jr. He signed to Cash Money Records at just 12 years old. Raised in the Hot Boys alongside Juvenile, BG, and Turk, Wayne became the face of the label, dropping the legendary Carter albums and later launching Young Money Entertainment. For years, Birdman called him his son. Wayne called Birdman Daddy. Their bond looked unbreakable, but by 2014, that image shattered. Wayne went public, saying he felt trapped under Cash Money. He claimed his album was being blocked and that he was owed millions. Lawsuits followed. Secrets spilled. Loyalty turned into legal warfare. Suddenly, the mentor image twisted into something darker, someone people weren't sure they could trust anymore. And now, after Versus Chaos, the Kenny Brooks clash, and that chilling December footage, it felt like every ghost from Birdman's past was coming back at once. Fans couldn't stop asking, was this just another storm, or the slow collapse of a legacy built on unstable ground? The world saw it everywhere. Birdman popped up on Youngboy's track, We Poppin', straight off the AI Youngboy mixtape, and suddenly, the two were inseparable. Studio sessions, private events, exclusive rooms, moving like family, moving like blood. Birdman couldn't stop praising him, calling Youngboy one of the rawest voices in the game in 2021. Reports claimed Birdman even offered to cover Youngboy's $500,000 bond during a federal gun case. That wasn't just business, that was loyalty on a whole different level. Birdman painted himself as the big brother, the mentor, the protector, the man guiding the next generation through the industry's darkest corners. But history has a pattern. And just like with Lil Wayne, just like with Juvenile, the story turned toxic. In June 2024, Youngboy dropped Tears of War. The song hit like a confession wrapped in a warning shot. New Stunner never loved me. Should have listened to Carter. Stunner, that's Birdman. Carter, that's Lil Wayne. The message was impossible to miss. He felt played, betrayed. Alone, think about that. One of the biggest young artists alive, billions of streams, a cult-like fan base calling out his mentor in public. It wasn't déjà vu. It was history looping in real time. The track came while Youngboy was isolated under house arrest, facing legal pressure, cut off from the world. And according to his lyrics, the man who promised to stand by him vanished when he needed him most. Then the internet exploded again. Allegations surfaced that Birdman was exploiting Youngboy's success, locking him into shady deals, taking a heavy cut and tightening control while the rapper was vulnerable. Insiders whispered that the power dynamic was colder and deeper than anyone imagined. But just when the feud seemed permanent, the story flipped. By August 2025, rumors said they'd reconciled. DJ academics claimed Birdman walked into a potentially violent backstage situation at one of Youngboy's shows and shut it down with pure presence. No yelling, no threats. Just authority. By October 2025, they shocked everyone performing We Poppin' live together. The chemistry felt real. The crowd felt it. Talk of From the Bayou to spread, signaling business and brotherhood were back. Then December hit. That clip dropped. And everything shattered again. If this story shocked you, don't stay silent. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was Birdman a misunderstood mentor or something much darker? Like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into hip-hop's hidden stories. Hit the bell so you never miss the next explosive revelation.